What's going on, guys? I'm Journey. We're here to talk about the news came out from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. We're getting into pre-orders, pricing, and release date. We'll also talk a little bit about the hardware. In addition, we'll talk about some of the stuff that was shown during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, as far as software related. So let's get right on in because we got a lot to cover. Your official release date of the Nintendo Switch 2 is 6/5/2025. You could go over to Nintendo's official website and you get information when it comes to registering so that way you can be able to pre-order. When you sign into the Nintendo website, what you're going to need is at least 12 months active Nintendo Switch Online membership. You're also going to need 50 hours of gameplay. In addition to that, recommendation is to allow promotional materials sent from Nintendo over to your emails. So you find that in your account settings and to your privacy menu. So make sure you have those things enabled. Then from there, you need to go scroll down. And this is just to help you out. So scroll down. You'll have two options here. I already selected mine, but you have two options: the standard Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch, but the Mario Kart World Bundle. I went with the Mario Kart World Bundle because I plan on picking up the game anyway. Because outside of that, the game itself is $79.99. And I don't know why. But either way, those are going to be your two options. So you make your selection and they'll give you this little notification at the bottom say, hey, your registration has been submitted. You're good to go. Just be on the lookout. So you go further down, you get all the facts. So you get your general questions and then just keep on the lookout as well. You'll have more opportunity to be able to do pre-orders, not only just with Nintendo, but the regular usual people, which will be Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop. I believe GameStop also has a trading program, but I have no intentions of trading away my Switch. I'm just going to keep it. So there are options. Don't go crazy and don't give in to scalpers, please. So I do believe that Nintendo has a really good pathway of doing this. I'm in big favor of what they're doing right now. I think it's going to help a lot of people. You can get your technical information on their website as well. The Switch 2 dock seems to be able to output in a full 1080p resolution, 60 FPS. What I did not expect though was they was going to support HDR10 and VRR support, which is something that blows my mind. But hey, we're here. It's pretty cool. An increase to 256 gigabytes of internal memory. Obviously, take that with a grain of salt because a little bit has to be reserved for system resources so that way it can run essentially the OS. When you dock it, though, you can have a maximum up to 4K resolution at a full 60 FPS. It even goes to in 1080p up to 120 FPS, which still blows my mind. Audio output support, which is nice to have at 5.1 uncompressed audio PCM, and it's pretty like this is pretty cool actually. Looking at it now, it's pretty cool. Two USB-C ports, one at the bottom, one at the top. Which is okay. It could be specifically helpful, especially when you're trying to look at that brand new camera. I'm indifferent about the camera, but that is options for people if that's something that they still choose to. The memory card slot situation is going to be interesting. Keep hearing people referencing Vita, but Vita was different because you can only use it on a Vita. This is not the case. So you can still use third parties. It's just about what is actually available. And you have to essentially go through Amazon to go ahead and figure that out. We'll look at that, see if we can find something, and maybe I can recommend it. We'll see. You have your regular sensors, but everything you can find here is great. Battery life on the system approximately 2 to 6.5 hours. I never took mines off the dock. Mine's like there's only ever twice ever used it off the dock, but I always keep mines docked in. I don't have that life where I can have that luxury of taking it on the go and just being able to play it wherever. Like anywhere I'm going, I'm driving. So, and I know what I need to do when I get to my destination. So I'm an in and out person. I know what I need to do. I need to get done, and this is not going to work for me. But for the most part, though, the people that need it, it's going to be great for them. Uh, and then you have for the Switch 2 dock, you have two USB ports, USB 2.0 compatible on the side. So just keep that in mind. I don't know how many, yeah, because we want to see Joy-Con information, and it's just battery life on the Joy-Con 20 hours. I don't even know what the originals were. But yeah, let's keep going down because I really use my Joy-Cons. So there's that. You also are going to have, there should be, let me check this accessories. Nintendo Switch Pro 2 controller. is something I'm much more interested in. The reason being is because I don't know if this has Hall effect joysticks. I People don't know what the Joy Cons and the original Switch 2 Switch Pro controller. I'm gonna get this mixed up. Stick drift. I know that word can trigger some folks. Stick drift. So Hall effects are much better in that category for that. I don't know if this has it. And I mean, at 79.99, I feel like we're spending a lot more money for things that should come with good quality. Yeah, I still have my Switch 2 Pro controller. It's pretty okay. It's good. I don't mind it. I haven't had like a massive issue. I just do kind of feel as though that's my biggest question mark. I don't know as far as the thumbsticks and how they feel because I wasn't the biggest fan of them on the original. I don't know if they made any adjustments, but I do like the aesthetics of it. They have that brand new C button. Let's go over here so we can bring it up. Yeah, brand new C button, and like it looks good. I'm not gonna front. It looks really good. So hopefully, you know, we'll figure it out. One thing that we're not seeing though is battery life. I don't see that at all. Hopefully, it's not worse off than the original. I would love to say better, but it might be just a little worse off. I don't know. You got your Joy Cons as well, so you get some images of this. But make sure everything is on their website. So all you have to do is go look. Maybe they still loading up everything. Okay. And yeah, so it seems like it's gonna be a good time. You have a brand new Joy-Con charging strip as well. So just be aware and you'll find out. The thing about the camera though, I can't say I'm gonna get involved with this. Not something I care about, not something I'm gonna be interested in. I might, but there's a big chance I'm probably not going to because the way how it functions and how you use it. I don't have, let's say, the space or the accommodation for something like this. And even if I was to play with people, I am a streamer. I'd rather just have folks be on a Discord and just kind of do it through there. It's just easier to manage and control, especially if you guys people who are very eccentric. Let's just put it that way. So you won't be able like you'll be capturing all that through a capture card, and so you can't really kind of control it. So where you can only hear them, and people that you're streaming to won't be able to when things get a little wild. You could correct all that stuff through the Discord app. So I just kind of feel like I'm not sure I would do this at all, but somebody else might want to. You got the Switch 2 dock, and there's protect the screen cover, everything here. All you have to do is just come in here and just figure out pricing and see what fits for you and your taste. One of the things that I'm very, very happy about is updates to existing Nintendo Switch 1 games. Those being The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. These games will be offered to you with increased resolution, frame rates, and loading times. In addition, if you have an active Nintendo Online Plus expansion subscription, those will come to you free of charge. Otherwise, there will be an upgrade path if you already own the games. So just keep up with it because right now, pricing has not been released at this current moment of time. I do like the fact that we're getting Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Nintendo Switch 2. Also, that means there'll be a version for Xbox coming out as well too. And with that being said, maybe 2026 will finally get rebirth to these systems. It's been a while and people have been waiting for a long time because of Square Enix businesses. Hopefully that will be all settled. Or finally, when the last chapter release, it will be multi-platform on whatever system that you can be able to get it on day one. That would be a blessing. Another one from Square Enix, an RPG. What can I say? I love RPGs, and Square's my team. Bravely Default 2, remastered for your Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if this is exclusive or not, but for the most part, we know how Square Enix has been with their exclusivity deals, even though they said it were done. Hopefully, it does eventually release on other platforms, but that's all you have for now. This will also release the day of the council when it does come out. So, if you're coming back for the first time, I hope you can find that flame again. Or if you're coming in new, I hope you find a new series that you can dive in head first. So, as more information is coming out and retailers get to setting in their prices, coming for the time of its eventual release, The games itself listed to be in the ballpark is 69 to 79.99, and it's going to be pretty wild. And I'm going to have a separate video on that because I kind of feel like it's time for a bigger, more open discussion about it as far as industry wide. And but for the most part, I'll just say this: so far, I'm positive. I do like that the system's coming out. There's a few games I'm probably going to end up picking up, and yeah, it's probably going to be a good time. It's time for an upgrade anyway. It's just we're in some wild times. But either way, that's my thoughts. So until then, make sure you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe. See you soon.